We're talking hormones and the hormone system. The hormones are the action of the body. The structures of the body, the bone and the tissue, those are, relatively speaking, stagnant compared to the hormones. They're not truly stagnant. Everything is dynamic in the body, but the hormones are really the activity. The word hormone means activity. It means I arouse to activity. Most of the hormones are the brain's way of communicating to the cells. And this idea of the brain communicating to the cells, 100 trillion cells are somehow organized into a coherent whole from messages that come ultimately from the brain. This is unbelievable when you think about it. How the heck does this even happen? The brain makes hormones. The hormones get secreted, or the brain makes hormones. Those hormones go to glands. The glands make hormones. And then those hormones go into the blood. And somehow from that point, every one of the cells of the body is communicated to via the activity of these hormones. This is mind-blowing when you think about it. The hormones are the brain's way of communicating to all of the cells of the body. All the 100 trillion cells of the body in this way are linked together via the activity of the hormones. The hormones are the brain's ambassadors. They're the brain's emissaries. They're the brain's messengers. If the brain is the god of the body, or if you prefer, the symbol or the representative of God in the body, the hormones are God's angels. The word angel is actually derived from the Greek term for messenger. So in a way, angels, messengers, hormones, these are all linked. And they're all ways that the body and all of its 100 trillion cells are linked together into one coherent, congruent whole. The hormones are what make everything happen. Nothing happens. Nothing happens in the body without hormones. In my opinion, this is the most fascinating aspect of all of health. It's called cell signaling, technically, and it involves the messages that travel through the body, specifically through the blood in the case of the endocrine hormones. There's other hormones too, and we'll be talking about those as well. But when we talk about hormones, most of the time we're referring to endocrine hormones. These are the hormones that travel through the blood to all of the cells of the body. By the way, I got a letter today from a listener who said that he took exception to my explanation about the relationship between the chakras and the glands. So apparently this person thought that this was somehow blasphemous and offensive. So just to be clear, all I was doing when I talked about the link between the chakras, what ancient people called the chakras or the wheels or the vortexes, and the glands, is just trying to point out this really fascinating connection between modern science and ancient wisdom. How could supposedly non-advanced, non-technological, primitive human beings, without microscopes, without modern instrumentation, without an understanding of the cellular nature of biology and biochemistry, how could these people make a link between human activities and the biological phenomena called the glands? How did the Chinese know about acupuncture 2,500 years ago? Even prehistoric Neanderthals performed surgeries using herbal medicine. They actually found skulls that had little holes in them, ancient skulls that had little holes in them, because Neanderthal people were doing some kind of head surgery for people who were wounded. How did ancient beings know these things? This is one of the greatest mysteries. I find this incredibly fascinating and really represents clear proof that history may not be what we've been told it is. And it exemplifies misunderstandings of who we are and where we came from, unconscious or perhaps deliberate misunderstandings that are represented by what we're told about religion and medicine and science, as well as history, and that misunderstandings that ultimately serve to disempower us. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Sorry for that digression. Back to the adrenal glands and their secretions, which we said yesterday come in two forms or two classes: the stress hormones and what we call somewhat inaccurately the sex hormones. I prefer to call these our youth hormones, our vitality hormones, our fertility hormones, because they're associated with making babies. They're also involved in growth and repair and anti-aging, especially when it comes to having beautiful skin. The so-called sex hormones, the youth hormones, the fertility hormones, are your skin's most important health hormones. They keep your skin healthy, attractive, glowing, clear, beautiful, youthful. Whatever metaphor you want to use, whatever descriptor you want to use for your skin, if you like it, it's probably related to hormones, to the so-called stress or the so-called sex or fertility or youth hormones. This link between the skin and the adrenals is really interesting. And even though we spent a lot of time talking about the adrenal glands as it relates to blood pressure, the adrenal glands as it relates to immunity, the adrenal glands as they relate to overall health, the link between the beauty of our skin, the look of our skin, the link between beauty and appearance and the adrenals should not be underestimated. I've been in the skincare business now for over 32 years, and I can tell you what we put on our skin matters way less than what's going on inside our bodies. If you have any skin health issue, whether you're dealing with eczema or psoriasis or rosacea or acne or vitiligo or just simply dry skin or accelerated aging and wrinkles and hyperpigmentation, you are dealing with an internal condition 99% of the time. It's very rare that you can create some kind of skin dysfunction topically. Yeah, there's topical allergies that you can have to nickel or to latex or such. There's even gluten topical allergies that people have. There's concrete dermatitis that construction workers get. But for the most part, when you have a skin condition, you have an internal condition. And anybody who tries to sell you a skincare product for your dry skin or a skincare product for your rosacea should be ashamed of themselves, or they just don't know. Let's put it that way. Let's be nicer. They just don't know. If they're trying to sell you a rosacea cream, they just don't understand rosacea. And there's a lot of people in the skincare world, in the skincare business, mostly business people who see that they can make a lot of money in skincare, bookkeepers and marketers and bankers who see they can make a lot of money taking advantage of innocent people. And they're selling rosacea creams. And they're selling various topical products to heal skin issues. Don't fall for it. With the exception of vitamin A and vitamin C, which are effective when they're done correctly, when they're formulated correctly, perhaps vitamin D and alpha hydroxy acids, and beta hydroxy acids, that's pretty much it. When it comes to topical skin health, when it comes to the beauty and the look of the skin, it's about the inside of the body. And a lot of that has to do with the adrenal glands and the sex or fertility or youth and repair hormones, estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone, and DHEA. Interesting article came out yesterday about a couple weeks ago about DHEA. We'll talk about that when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
Wait a minute. Don't spend a dime on emergency food storage until you visit ReadySupplyFoods.com. If you're interested in getting the most high-quality food for your money, then see our comparison page where we list all the companies and rank them by value for your dollar. You'll see that Ready Supply Foods sells 50% more food for your money than any other company. GMO-free, 25-year shelf life, great tasting, and free shipping. Make an informed decision by going to ReadySupplyFood.com today.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Ricky LeBlanc, admitted in Mass only. Sokolov Law, LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Ken Levin, responsible attorney in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Greg Hobby, New Jersey. The choice of lawyer is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertisements. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. If you know what mesothelioma is, you or someone you love has likely been impacted by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law today. 1-800-218-HELP. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of hardworking men and women, including many U.S. veterans and industrial workers, have been diagnosed with mesothelioma because manufacturers knew the dangers but put profits ahead of people. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trust has been set aside to pay money to asbestos victims. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. You may be entitled to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Call for a free legal consultation at 1-800-218-HELP. That's 1-800-218-HELP.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Ricky LeBlanc, admitted in Mass only. Sokolov Law, LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Ken Levin, responsible attorney in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Greg Hobby, New Jersey. The choice of lawyer is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertisements. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. If you know what mesothelioma is, you or someone you love has likely been impacted by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law today, 1-800-218-HELP. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of hardworking men and women, including many U.S. veterans and industrial workers, have been diagnosed with mesothelioma because manufacturers knew the dangers but put profits ahead of people. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts has been set aside to pay money to asbestos victims. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. You may be entitled to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Call for a free legal consultation at 1-800-218-HELP. That's 1-800-218-HELP.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Okay, so we're talking the glands, we're talking hormones, hormone health, specifically the adrenal glands. One of the most important of the adrenal hormones, well, I'm going to touch on it here a little bit, is a substance called DHEA. This stuff is unbelievably important. We're going to talk about it next week because it's so important for pretty much every single system in the body. It could be thought of as the mother of all steroid hormones, I should say. Progesterone comes from DHEA. All your other sex hormones come from DHEA, estrogen and testosterone. It's the parent hormone, the mother of all hormones, DHEA. Love this stuff. DHEA now, as it turns out, has a relationship to heart disease. According to an article that was published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, blood levels of DHEA may predict an increased risk of coronary heart disease in elderly men. DHEA is your anti-aging hormone. You know, pretty much all hormones can be considered anti-aging. All of the fertility hormones can be considered anti-aging, but DHEA, which is called the mother hormone because it's the source that fuels all the other steroid hormones, can be thought of as your most important anti-aging hormone. Of course, the neatest thing about DHEA is you can get it from the health food store. You don't want to take too much of this stuff, DHEA. 10 milligrams, 15 milligrams a day. I know some people that take a lot of it. If you take too much, you might end up with a little breakout or a little hair loss. But there's another form of DHEA that you can take that will eliminate or minimize the risk of side effects. It's called 7-keto DHEA. We'll talk about 7-keto DHEA and DHEA as well. The precursor hormone to testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, as well as cortisol for that matter. And we'll talk about that next week. So, your adrenal hormones represent survival and thrival. Both survival and thrival. If you're off surviving, you're not thriving. You can't do one, you can't do both. You're either surviving primarily or you're thriving primarily. If you're in survival mode and you're secreting stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline and such, your body will lose its ability to thrive. It's going to survive, but it's going to be like your computer when it's on safe mode. It just won't be able to do all of its functions to maximum capability. It'll make it, but it won't be able to do all of the things it needs to do to give us joie de vivre, joy for life. Fertility will be impacted. Appearance will be impacted. Immunity will be impacted. Our ability to withstand the vicissitudes, the ups and the downs of life will be impacted, but we will survive. The big problem when we're in survival mode is all the fun stuff, all the good stuff, all the hormones that are associated with why we love being alive are going to be suppressed. This is one of the reasons why it's so important to activate the relaxation response and tell the body it's safe. When you activate the relaxation response and tell the body it's safe, all of the growth and fertility and anti-aging hormones will be secreted, telling the body it's safe through nutritional supplementation, this is why nutritional supplements, by the way, are so important. They tell the body it's safe. Oxygenation tells the body it's safe. Keeping sugar intake down helps improve the safety profile of the body. Eliminating digestive toxicity. All the things we talk about really on this program when it comes to good health are really about telling the body, sending the body the message, communicating to the body that all is right in the world. Oxygen tells the body everything's okay. Vitamin C tells the body everything's okay. Nutritional supplementation tells the body everything's okay. Protein, essential fatty acids, the mighty 90 essential nutrients tell the body everything is okay. Stress, on the other hand, the survival response is the manifestation of a body not thinking it's okay. And by the way, if you're a woman going through menopause, that's a classic example. The symptoms of menopause are a classic example of the body not thinking it's okay. Menopause is a classic example of a stress response run amok. Hypertension, melasma, anxiety, insomnia, loss of muscle, loss of bone strength, lack of libido. For men, erectile dysfunction. Men go through their version of menopause, by the way. It's called andropause. All of these are signs that the body doesn't think it's okay. The best thing you could do for menopause is menopausal symptoms is calm the body down. If you're going to use hormones that calm the body down. Progesterone calms the body down. DHEA calms the body down. What do you think estrogen does? It hypes the body up. Progesterone and estrogen are antagonistic hormones. They oppose each other. This is the problem with hormone replacement therapy that uses so-called bioidentical hormones, which there's no such thing. Let's be very clear. There's no way you could be bioidentical with hormones. It's just a marketing term. They give you 3 of the estrogens, the 3 main estrogens, they tell you, and they give it to you in some standard amount, which is hundreds, if not thousands of times the amount that's in your blood. It isn't bioidentical, and while you may get some symptomatic relief in the long run, it's probably not going to be good for you. Progesterone, on the other hand, does calm the body down. DHEA does calm the body down. If you're going through menopausal symptoms and you want to calm the body down, you'd be a lot smarter to use progesterone cream than to deal with your physician and go on hormone replacement therapy with estrogen. Even deep breathing, reducing your sugar intake, eating less food. All the strategies we talk about all the time. Do you hear how I'm just repeating myself? I pretty much repeat myself every single day on this program. And I know I'm making myself irrelevant. That's what a good health care professional should do. Make him or herself irrelevant. If a health care professional has created a situation where you need to go to him or her, that's not fair. A good health care professional should teach you how to do it yourself. So you can be your own authority, so you can be your own healthcare professional. And everything we talk about on this program, once you get it, you're not going to need me, and you're not going to need your doctor, and you're not going to need your pharmacist. You're going to be able to do it yourself. And that's my mission here on this program. That's the good news. That's the gospel of health that puts control for our wellness back where it belongs, in our laps, in our kitchens, in our living rooms, with our families, and out of the doctor's office. When we finally get the simplicity of health, and if I don't have calls, I'm going to read a couple more letters so you can see how easy this thing is. When we finally understand the simplicity of health and wellness and healing, there's going to be a lot of unemployed pharmacists, me included. There's going to be a lot of unemployed doctors. There's going to be a lot of doctors who have to do real work, helpful work, contributory work. Instead of diagnosing, instead of testing you and seeing what your TSH levels are or your bone mineral density is, so they can write you, so you can go to the little book and see where your score fits in the book and then decide what kind of protocol you could use. That's how your doctor does it, you know? He sees the test, he sees the scores, and he goes to his little book and reads what kind of drugs you're supposed to get based on your test scores. Who came up with this system? Oh yeah, the drug companies, they came up with the system. When we finally understand how to take care of ourselves, the simplicity, the ease of health, this is such good news, you guys. No matter what your health challenge is, the ease of reversing your health challenge, you're going to have a lot of doctors driving taxi cabs and fixing our roofs and doing drywall, real helpful work, beneficial work. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. 844-236-6010 is our number. We're coming back with your phone calls right after this. Don't go away. Please go to truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Okay, time to hit the phones. 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. Let's go to Texas and welcome Beatrice to the program. What's going on, Beatrice? Good morning.
Hi, Ben.
Hey.
Thank you for taking the call.
Sure, what's up?
So, Well, I have a success. Let me start by saying I had like 3 things going on. I had acid indigestion, pain in my right hip that would get worse and then better, and then a fibroid. Okay. So I tried putting progesterone on the hip. I tried taking apple cider vinegar for the acid, and it helped the acid, but then my face broke out really, really badly. So finally, I tried enzymes, and I have eating an enzyme with every meal. Stopped the vinegar, stopped the progesterone on the hip. The hip pain went away. The acid reflux went away.
Nice.
So
what did you use? What did you use?
I don't know the name of it.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I do. It's called Advanced Enzyme System by Rainbow Light.
Very nice. Very nice. It's a systemic enzyme or digestive enzyme or?
Yeah, it says it's I don't know. Plant source enzymes and soothing herbs.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Beatrice. Appreciate that.
But it was because of you that I did that, so I'm very grateful.
No, it's because of you. I just told you about it. I don't take any credit for this.
I went to the doctor and I said, I've got this hip pain. Is it a sciatic nerve? What is it? And he said, oh, you have inflammation. Here's a pill for inflammation.
Right.
So it didn't solve the problem. Anyway, my question is, I still have the fibroid. Well, just continuing with the digestive enzyme, will that then take care of itself, or do I need to add something else?
You need some more stuff. Fibroids are a sign, usually involve 2 hormones, estrogen and insulin. Those are the 2 reasons why things grow. It's not just fibroids, by the way. Cysts and pimples and skin tags and nodules. When things grow inappropriately, the first 2 considerations you want to make involve the hormone estrogen and the hormone insulin. So let's talk about these 2 separately. All right? Make sense so far? If there's a growth occurring, fibroid, cyst, whatever, you want to consider insulin and estrogen. Insulin's real easy. The way you deal with insulin is by restricting or limiting or reducing the amount of refined sugars that you eat, and then using nutrients that potentize or strengthen insulin. So A, reducing your intake of bread and fruit juice and desserts and, all the foods we talk about, spaghetti and pasta and rice and anything that breaks down into sugar. If you can go 0 tolerance, that's great. If not, just wean yourself off slowly and gradually until you're, just eat less of them. Then using the chromium and vanadium, that's the sweeties. Those 2 minerals are stupendously important, along with selenium and sulfur and zinc, probably the 5 most important minerals for helping you deal with sugar. Actually, magnesium's in there too. 6 most important minerals: magnesium, selenium, sulfur, zinc, chromium, and vanadium. That'll help strengthen your insulin. The B vitamins, same way. That'll help strengthen your insulin, particularly vitamin B1, and then niacin, vitamin B3. You'll get those in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Might not be a bad idea to get on some timed release niacin as well, 250 milligrams a day. Make sure you take it with your Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And then also a couple miscellaneous ways to handle sugar and insulin. Alpha lipoic acid is great. Vitamin E can be helpful. The amino acid taurine can be helpful. Likewise, the amino acid arginine. Essential fatty acids also can help you with sugar. And if you have cravings for sugar or sweets or bread or pasta, glutamine powder, half a teaspoonful a day, can be helpful for weaning yourself off of sugar. And then eating more fat, particularly coconut oil, can be helpful for weaning yourself off of sugar as well. And then last but not least, using spices, especially cinnamon, can be very helpful for the blood sugar system. Then as far as estrogen goes, lots of ways to stabilize and balance estrogen. First of all, progesterone cream. I would stay on the progesterone if I were you. Progesterone cream for balancing out estrogen. Vitamin E and vitamin A also have an estrogen balancing effect. Same with vitamin D a little bit as well. Your fatty vitamins in general. We'll talk about the fats here in a second. Magnesium can help with estrogen. And then even DHEA, we'll talk about that next week. DHEA may also help you with estrogen. And then when it comes to estrogen metabolism, a lot of times we blame estrogen for our problems. For estrogen gets blamed for cancer, estrogen gets blamed for inflammation, estrogen gets blamed for heart disease, estrogen gets blamed for autoimmune disease, estrogen gets blamed for a lot of things. But you know what? It's not necessarily the estrogen. It's the estrogen metabolites. It's the breakdown products of estrogen. If you're a scientist out there, if you're a chemist, if you're a biochemist, if you're a physician listening to this program, they're called catechol estrogens, catechol estrogens. And these are the real bad guys, the catechol estrogens. And These are the breakdown products of estrogen. So what you want to do if you're dealing with an estrogen health issue, in addition to using progesterone and making sure that you're using some of these nutrients, the vitamin E and A and such that I just mentioned, you also got to help your body process estrogen, and that means the fatty system. That means bile, especially bile. Estrogen is cleared out of the body through bile. So if you have a liver problem, God forbid they took out your gallbladder, or if you're not making bile correctly, all of these can result in estrogenic issues, inflammation and such. So helping support the bile system, using bile salts, which you'll get in the ultimate enzymes from Youngevity. I'm not sure if they're in your enzyme product or not, but if they're not, you might want to take extra bile salts. That's B-I-L-E, by the way, bile salts. You can also support the production of bile with lecithin granules. I just love lecithin as a health supplement. It helps you process fats. It also helps you support bile. There's lecithin in your bile, for that matter. The supplement choline, C-H-O-L-I-N-E, can help you with bile. Anything you do for the liver is going to help with bile, and reducing sugar can help you with your liver and also help you with the inflammatory or fibroid problem that you're having there too. A couple other things that you could do for the estrogenic system that are super important. Probiotics, good bacteria. In fact, that is probably the first most important supplement for everybody to use. They're not the Mighty 90. They're not the essential nutrients, but they're very, very important for digestive health, for clearing out estrogen, for chelating heavy metals, for detoxification, and especially for helping you process fatty foods and fats. If you have any kind of problem with the fat system of the body, liver, gallbladder, intestines, if you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, get on that Biolumin Nightly Essence. 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules afternoon, 3 capsules at night. Hang tight, a couple more things I want to tell you, okay? Don't go away. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this. All right, real quick, we're talking to Beatrice in Texas. Beatrice, you there? I'm gonna wind down real quickly. You might want to up the enzymes, by the way. Take 3 or 4. Oh, yeah, see what happens when you up the enzymes. I like functionally dosing enzymes, meaning you take as many as you need to notice more and more benefits, and when you stop noticing more benefits when you take more, then you just kind of hold the dose at that point. That's called functional dosing. Okay, a couple more things, and then I'm going to let you go here because I got a bunch of calls I want to get to. Fiber, very, very important. Grind up some flax seeds or chia seeds perhaps, or really any kind of seeds, and grind them up. Sprouting them is even better, but if you don't want to sprout them, just grind them up, and that'll get you some fiber. And then also the Fuchs Z and any algae will get you fiber, as well as polysaccharides and substances like glucosamine that can help you with some of your inflammation. Okay, I hope that helps you, Beatrice. That was a ton of information. Do you have anything else?
Thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate you.
God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Nice to talk to you. Okay. All right, let's go to Sharon in Colorado. What's up, Sharon?
Hi, Ben. I called a while back, and you actually helped me with an issue on my hand, and it went away, which is fantastic. But I'm calling.
What was the issue? Remind me what the issue was, real quick.
It was like a little, I'm going to say rash between the webbing of my forefinger and my middle finger.
Okay, good deal.
And it was apparently a circulatory problem, because I've been doing the deep breathing, and that I think really helped.
Nice.
But today I'm calling about triglycerides.
Okay. What do you want to know?
I had blood work done. I do annually, just to kind of keep track of things. Okay. And that said, they came back and said my triglycerides were high at 190.
Okay.
I just want to know and I know it's fixable, of course, but
it's totally fixable. Triglycerides and
urgent.
Okay, it's not that urgent, depending on, there's more, you got bigger fish to fry, but, it's a sign that something is not right. It's not the triglycerides necessarily, it's the sign, it's the reason why the triglycerides are high, and I got one word for you, sugar. And I know I say it all the time, but yeah, the reason why blood fats and cholesterol change and go up is because of sugar. Chromium, vanadium, and all the sugar strategies, anti-sugar strategies, are the main way you want to handle this. Niacin also. All right, so let me run down a bunch of supplements. Basically, I just talked to Beatrice about these, but we'll do it again, okay? Ready?
Yep.
Okay, because you're dealing with sugar, you're going to want to reduce your intake of sugar. This is for anybody dealing with high triglycerides or high or elevated cholesterol. Cholesterolemia, they call it, blood cholesterol. Chromium, vanadium, the B complex, especially niacin and thiamine, you'll get those in the Sweeties and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You might want to take a little extra niacin, timed release niacin, 250 milligrams a day. Magnesium, you'll get that in the Beyond OsteoFX, probably about 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of magnesium a day. Zinc picolinate, superstar mineral for sugar, for building, for immunity, for hair and skin. It's just a crazy important mineral, super cheap. Deficiencies are very common, 50 milligrams a day, very important for blood fats. More fiber, also important. Lots of ways to get fiber. Salads, vegetable juices, grinding up flax seeds. Again, as we talked about earlier, that's another great way to deal with, to get your fiber. And then also omega fats can be very helpful for the sugar system, particularly omega-3 fats. Use your ultimate EFAs. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff here. Taurine and magnesium, taurine and arginine. These are 2 amino acids that can help you with your blood sugar system. Maybe, I like arginine powder. It's a little bit less expensive and a little more cost effective than arginine tablets or capsules. Maybe half a teaspoonful or a quarter teaspoonful of arginine powder. It tastes really lousy, so either dilute it or put it in with a smoothie, because it does taste really bad. Arginine does. Glutamine can help you. Maybe half a teaspoonful to a teaspoonful a day of glutamine. Coconut oil may be helpful, and then spices like cinnamon, and also an herb called fenugreek, Fenugreek.
Oh, I love fenugreek.
Fenugreek.
We use that a lot.
That can be helpful for the blood sugar system as well. I think I said omega-3 and omega-6 fats. Your ultimate EFAs are important. The whole Healthy Start Pack is important. But think of it like a sugar issue. Triglycerides in the blood, elevated triglycerides and elevated cholesterol need to be treated as a blood sugar problem first and foremost. Now, you may also have some liver issues and some digestive issues, but that's a good place for you to start, Sharon. Okay?
Okay, great. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for your call.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Irene in California, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the bright side. Irene? No, Irene. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Going once. Okay. I did the thing again. All right. Hang on, Irene. Irene, you there?
Hello?
Hey, Irene. Sorry about that. That was me. What's going on?
I've been taking the BTT for about 6 weeks now, and I really like it. It's great.
Okay.
But I also bought the colloidal minerals, and I'm not quite sure how I should take those. Capful
as often as you want. I like putting it in with a little bit of warm water and making a kind of cider with it. But you can do a straight capful. You can put it in water. If you like, you can put it in a smoothie. It doesn't really matter. They're completely benign, non-toxic, and you'll get wonderful mineral value for it. You can mix it in with your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, too.
Oh, okay. So because I had heard you say something about some, nutrients you take with water and others you take with fat.
No, this one doesn't matter. Colloidal minerals are easy to process. No issues there.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you. All right. So let's see. Got lots of calls now all of a sudden here. Let's go to Lisa in Michigan. What's up, Lisa? Welcome to the bright side.
Thank you. Hi.
Hey.
I'm 45. I've been dealing with an eczema condition for about the last 5 years. And I've seen a number of doctors. So I've been listening to your show for a little under a year. So I'm doing many of the things that you recommend.
Okay.
I'm taking the Beyond Tangy Tangerine.
Okay.
I take the enzymes with my meals, probiotics, vitamins D, E, A, K, some alpha lipoic acid.
Okay. How about your EFAs? Where's your EFAs coming from?
I'm doing 9 of those a day.
Okay.
And vitamin C.
Okay.
And
So here's. Go ahead. Okay.
Here's the thing. I've done an elimination diet, and it was kind of inconclusive.
Oh, well, no, that's not good. It's got to be conclusive, because that's where your problem probably is. Eczema is a sign that the immune system has been activated. There's inflammation in the skin and cells are not growing correctly. That's what eczema is. Now, that inflammatory process that's keeping skin cells from dividing and growing correctly can be related to nutritional deficiency. And even though you're taking all those nutrients, you may not be taking enough of them, or you may not be absorbing them. So there could still be an aspect of nutritional deficiency that's involved in the eczema. But first, I would want to know what's going on in your digestive system that's causing this inflammation. Okay, so eczema equals inflammation. Inflammation equals defense. Defense equals digestion. Yes, it's true you could be injecting something in your blood, or you could be breathing something, but for the most part, defense equals digestion. That's just like a mantra. All right, defense equals digestion. Inflammation equals defense. Defense equals digestion. So an inconclusive food diary isn't helpful, Lisa, sweetheart. Right. You gotta conclude. You can't be inconclusive. You're only halfway. So get back on that food diary. Even if when you get a flare up, here's an easy way to do it, Lisa. When you get a flare up, backtrack to what you ate. Okay, or fast, and then you'll notice when you get a flare-up, fast, and when you notice your symptoms resolve, start eating again and wait for your flare-ups to go up again. So you're going to experiment. You're going to be like a scientist with your body. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Look for flare-ups. When you get a flare-up, see what you keep track of what you ate, and then see what you ate right before the flare-up, or fast. And then when your symptoms subside, then start eating again, especially eating foods that you love and that you tend to eat a lot of, and watch what happens to your skin condition. If it flares up again, you'll have a connection. You need to make that connection. Now, I'm not saying the nutritional deficiencies are not involved, because you still might not be taking enough probiotics. You may not be absorbing your zinc or your vitamin A. You may not be absorbing your vitamin D, for that matter, if you have an intestinal problem. You see what I'm saying? So there still could be a component of nutrition. One last thing, get out in the sun. If you notice that the sun makes a difference, you'll know you're having a problem with your fats and your fat metabolism, especially if you're already supplementing with vitamin D. So if the sun makes a difference, the sun's presumably making a difference because it's stimulating vitamin D in the skin, and that would mean that when you're not in the sun, you may have a vitamin D problem or a fat metabolism problem. Think about the digestive system, think about fats, and also think perhaps about the specific nutrients that you mentioned. Maybe you're not taking enough of them. Okay?
I can ask you one question.
Of course.
So yes. I do take I started taking apple cider vinegar with all of the supplements.
That'll help.
Is it the same thing to take the the cider vinegar tablets with meals?
No. The liquid's probably better for you. Okay. The liquid, your body will utilize it a little bit more effectively. Liquids are always more effective than pills and capsules and tablets. Always go liquid whenever you can.
Okay. And I just want to add one more thing, and then I know you got to go.
Sure.
So I went to see a specialist. He's supposed to be one of the top dermatologists in the country, and he told me that he wanted to put me on cyclosporine and Cellcept.
Tell him Pharmacist Ben says you're a bonehead. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that. That just makes me so angry. Cyclosporine's an antibiotic. Do you have an infection?
No.
So what's what? This is Dr. Genius, best dermatologist in the country, right? And he puts you on an antibiotic for your... All right, I didn't mean that. I apologize. I hate being mean to people. Just makes me angry. Thanks for your call, Lisa. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, that's just... I'm telling you. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for listening, friends. Check out my website, pharmacistben.com, brightsideben.com. Sorry if I left you on hold, by the way. Got to call in earlier, because sometimes these lines just fill up really, really fast. All right, we're going to talk hormone health, and we'll talk DHEA next week, and we'll talk about 7-keto DHEA, a specialized form of DHEA that'll minimize your side effects. Thanks for listening. Have an awesome, spectacular, wonderful day. We'll talk to you later, folks. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Walt Augustinowitz. I'm the founder and CEO of ID Stronghold. By now you've heard our commercials about wallets that protect you from electronic pickpocketing. 10 years ago, I created a way to protect my own cards from prying eyes after government officials started talking about issuing a national ID card with a built-in radio chip called RFID. I felt having to broadcast my personal information was an invasion of privacy. Soon after, it was also announced that credit cards, debit cards, U.S. passports, hotel room keys, and even transit passes would all soon incorporate RFID. It was then I formed ID Stronghold to share my inventions in blocking RFID signals with the world. There are a lot of misconceptions out there today about RFID. I encourage everyone to get informed and get protected. Please go to idstronghold.com and get the facts and the wallets, sleeves, or badge holders you need to protect your personal financial data. You'll be pleasantly surprised that through our direct sales model, you won't pay more than other comparable unprotected wallets. It is as though the protection is free. Visit idstronghold.com today.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I'm the president of the largest private news and research network in the world. And I paid for this airtime because I have an important message to the American people. There's a change coming that the government isn't telling you about. This change has deep implications for life in America, from where you shop to the doctors you visit and the family you want to protect. Look, I've made predictions like this before. Thing is, I was right then too. A few years ago, I warned that housing prices would collapse. They did. Before that, I warned that .com companies would crash. They did. Those who listened had a chance to save themselves. But this has nothing to do with the stock market. This will affect us all.
You can watch the video for free right now by going to disappearingwealth.com. Again, that's disappearingwealth.com.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Most of us already know that taking a fish oil supplement to boost omega-3s is a good idea. But did you know that about 60% of Americans are actually deficient in omega-3s? Did you know that most fish oil products contain only about 25% omega-3s and the remaining 75% is undesirable fish fat? Heck, did you know that more than 90% of fish oil supplements sold in the USA are not even made here? If you want to boost your omega-3s using the finest American-made fish oil, check out Nutrigold Fish Oil Supplements on www.fishoil.best. Nutrigold fish oils are independently 5-star certified and guaranteed to be exceptionally pure. That means no more fish burps. Best of all, just one Nutrigold fish oil capsule contains more omega-3s than 4 standard fish oil capsules. Go to www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497 and use promo code BESTFISHOIL to get a free 1-month supply. That's www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Turn on the news and you'll hear stories of natural disasters, political unrest, and financial crisis. In times of uncertainty, how will you take care of your family's most basic needs? Food Insurance, America's most trusted provider of freeze-dried emergency food, has solutions that fit your family's needs and budget. Our meals are delicious, nutritious, and come with a guaranteed 25-year shelf life. For a limited time, we are sending a free freeze-dried meal to all listeners of this program. Go to foodinsurance.com and request your free meal today. That's foodinsurance.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Hey neighbor, what are you doing digging? You had a heart attack last year.
Oh, I know. I was told no more hard labor.
Then why are you digging?
Well, I've been taking Extendovite. It's been approved to help my heart.
Extendovite? Is that a new drug?
No, not a drug. It's more like an herbal combination made from garlic and cayenne.
Herbal? How can that help?
Well, actually, we've taken herbs for thousands of years, and Extendovite is doing the job for me.
Does your doctor know about Extendovite?
Yeah, my doctor knows, and he said it seems to be working for you, so don't stop taking it. I feel great taking Extendovite. I don't want to stop.
To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.